JavaScript is a dynamically typed language. It means if you are having any variable of a certain data type, the data type of that variable can be changed later in runtime. That's what they mean by dynamic behavior of JavaScript. Let's try with a small example. So if I'm holding a number here, for example, 101, and it works good, let me just console it. Yes, but all of a sudden, if I decide to add a string into it, it will work. And this is what the JavaScript make it as a dynamic behavior, which sometimes give you advantage and sometimes give you disadvantages as well. Let's see, for example, in this case, and here, for example, to prove like the type of the data variable is changed, what we will do, we will just try to say the type of variable n here. And again, I would like to check the type of the variable n at this position. So initially the type of the variable is number, then later is converted to string. And even more, it can also be changed to anything else. Let's say even the object as well. So the data type can be changed from anything to anything in JavaScript. That makes it dynamically typed language. And now if I check the data type of my variable n, which is currently an object here, is an object data type. But where it will create troubles and the problems. Let's say, for example, if we are simply holding two numbers, okay, and here I want to perform the quick addition of these two. Let's see the outcome. Number 3 is not defined. Yeah, it's number 2. We should get a normal 4. But all of a sudden here, with any programming mistake we say, or maybe intentionally something, if we are writing here, the second variable equals to a name here. And later, if you're trying to perform the calculation, so it will give you an expected result because here you're expecting the addition should happen. But due to the change of the data here, all of a sudden this will misfunction. So let's see now. So it is doing concatenation instead of the addition. So in the more worst cases, what can happen? So if I'm just giving here, for example, a Boolean value something, so again, the more weird results will come up as the true come like is equal to number 1. So 1 plus 1 is becoming true and we are getting it 2 here. And even if I just give the object here, let's see what happens with object. With object also it is giving a weird behavior. It is actually performing the concatenation. If you clearly see, this is 1 plus an object, and that's the reason we are able to see in this way. So this is how the dynamically typed language might create trouble when you're writing a bigger application. So the programmer should be much careful while changing any value inside a variable and the corresponding functions that is being called nearby, which are using the variables. And this is how the dynamically typed variables in JavaScript works.